Time to get to the mines.
On guard!
Air and crushing damage would be very strong here.
Troll toll! Pay the toll, human, or I'll squeeze you like a funny yellow fruit.
I have extra loot to dump on him. Not really. Some of the amulets are pretty lackluster though.
Broken hole! But you're sweet troll. You are unworthy to hear of the king.
Holy shit, we won something.
Oh, I can't believe it. Fine, the cave is here, yeah. But its true nature lies in the realm of fairy. Ask one of the other trolls. Ask Archibald. He's the one with brains, that one. He knows that 3 and 5 make. What 3 and 5 make? Yeah, ask 1,000 gold.
Pointless information, and that's it. So the pigs seem to be vulnerable to fire. Grumble, not so much. Am I immune to petrification? Not in the goddamn slightest. I think it's better to fix this little problem before it becomes a big problem. Frozen also is not really relevant here. Good time to do equipment changes though. Committed to stunned, yeah sure. Guess we're buying time at this point. Because we wasted the first turn. Global fire and earth abilities. Fighter abilities. But it would be convenient for me if you went back into the oil.
Easy does it.
We probably should focus on the peaks first. I need some kind of a damage buff. I'm not doing the rage here. They seem to be doing a lot of physical damage. Amazing, amazing throw. So one of them charges, 2 of them will just stay back and support. My belt is about to be destroyed. Nothing too serious. Still. Yeah, we'll focus on the pigs. Immune to petrify. That doesn't even know what to do. Can't see. So air or crushing.
Courage in battle, my comrades!
I think we can afford a little bit of extra damage at this point. Healing might also be a good choice. But air works just fine too.
My touch will root you to the earth.
I think I'll go with the healing. We do need some extra here, otherwise we don't have enough attack for that to the guy. Don't have that many air attacks left. If I don't heal, I could be in trouble. Better not risk it. Pig is dead.
Feel my electric fury!
Not too bad of a fight overall.
Die, vermin! I'm French!
This is just a warm-up. I'm thinking, should we go with burning immunity? Not necessarily because the enemy uses
On the
it, but
men.
because I use it constantly.
I needed that.
108%. Yeah, we could keep the high resistance value, but it would come at a price. We'll lose some sort of immunity. Petrified is probably better to lose. Be replaced with some other resistances though. I don't want them to be able to reduce my resistances easily. So, perception +1, that isn't great. Intelligence and willpower would not be a horrible idea. We'll have to give up some fire resistance to get it. But more damage, more resistances, my shard. But it doesn't really make any sense. Very good against air and fire. I think this makes more sense. Although they will be using poison mostly, and I only had 29 poison. That's no good.
What have you got stashed in
Who are
here,
you?
Mrs. Cottontail?
What fighter? I think it's fine. He wants to discuss something, otherwise he would have attacked already. No? Just stood there doing nothing for no reason. Air weeks. Not gonna be a long fight.
Blow of victory!
Large fire resistance, large healing.
I can only hope this might be a magpie's nest.
Yeah. Do I really need the air resistance if I already have air immunity stun? Poison would be the preferred thing, I think. Water and poison. Not necessarily bad. Perception and poison might be the best, because perception affects action points. Poison resistance is naturally good, but I think our start action points basically went up by 1.
What have you got stashed in here, Mrs. Cottontail?
Couple of different paths which I think all lead to the same place.
I can only hope this might be a magpie's nest.
Young Orc Trooper.
What I mean is maybe you oughtn't have bashed him at all. He's goblin. What do you expect me to do? Was? Huh? He was a goblin. You bashed him to death. What's wrong with that exactly? Maybe he wanted to talk. Maybe he was having a
I have to do the more typical thing here. Start with our summon creature. Earth will not work. Earth and poison are useless. Well, I wasn't planning on using them anyway, so congrats, I guess. I would still like to play the shaman out of the fight if I can. Damage doesn't really matter. They're gonna destroy the Decapitator, but that hardly matters. I don't really have good air spells to leverage here. Everything will be just terrible.
1, 2, 3, stun!
Could create an water field, but what the hell would that really do? We could stun them or shock them, and then what? How do you feel about getting poisoned? No strong feelings either way. They're just a resistance against the fire. Also, no real resistance against water. That hardly matters, does it? I don't particularly want to ignite this, it wouldn't be all that effective against them anyway. An ice shield. Wait. I am outside of this though, so a little bit of fire in there wouldn't hurt. I don't want the earth ward gone if possible.
This is the end for you!
But then it matters too much. I just don't want the shaman to use any kind of tricks here. Soldiers are fairly straightforward. That doesn't necessarily make them easy to deal with, but once you more or less have their damage under control, they have nothing. But the Orc Shaman is probably going to just die without getting all that much done.
My touch will root you to the earth. I sing the body electric! Oh!
Get quite a few attacks per turn. That guy needs to die. Should I ignite them?
You play with fire, you get burned!
Don't want to go invisible. Although that's always an option. Maybe suck some extra life out of someone.
Your very blood heals me!
Triple. And one of the orcs is stuck behind the broken mirror doing nothing. So yeah, yay for AI. Okay, what's the easiest way to kill you? There are no good ways. Everything costs so much to do. My accuracy at normal attack is just god awful, so maybe a summoning creature might help. Doesn't matter where it goes, just go out there and do some good. The rage one has to be taken care of immediately. He does a significant amount of damage.
Flash fire!
Okay, at least the skeleton sucks up some damage. Also, this larger orc has been storing action points for quite a few turns now. I'm glad that the skeleton sort of suck those up. Still, they are a fairly troublesome bunch. If I try to move, I'm gonna take a lot of attacks. I don't really have spell abilities that I use to move. At least not without using scrolls, which is not necessarily a horrible idea in this sense. I'll just walk away.
I can thwart your every move.
So you keep saying.
Toxic rockets!
Wasn't totally wasted. Also, fire will be very effective against them now. If it actually ignites something though. God damn it. So we'll have to do it this way. One remains. Or hardly matters. Single one can't be all that dangerous. The poison ignites, he might even die.
As hot as the hell you will soon inhabit!
Nope. And I'm gonna throw you back into the fire. Still another warm-up fight really. And I should have used the Winter Blast Call
As
on
good as a
these.
new penny!
They were in a nice arc here and there, and the winter, they don't
never
really have
played
noticeable
before, eh?
water resistance, so that would have both caused them to go does a significant amount of damage and freeze some of them. Would have more easily taken them out. Thinking too much in the terms of the abilities I see constantly here, instead of the things we can actually do. Still, no goblins yet, just trolls and orcs.
And which spirits have you consulted exactly, Worm?
The same as always, madam. The All-Mother above.
Then how exactly is it possible that our party has been searching for an hour, yet there's nary a single starstone in our possession?
I can't say for certain, madam.
Without a doubt, there's gonna be a lot of extra fighters here coming to join the fight. Is this? Only mines there. Did I just explode this or what? The oil barrel could be useful.
Can you be certain that this is the proper location?
The spirits told me they did. I'm sure they're madam.
Maradino,
Which spirits have you consulted exactly, Worm?
The same as always, madam. The All-Mother
ice walls.
above.
Then how exactly is it possible that our party has been searching for an
Mine
hour,
under
yet
there,
there's
or
nary a
trap.
single starstone in our possession?
We don't really want to move any of these containers. At least 2 traps there. So I think there's still a reasonable way to try to evade them. Also, I'm not sure the orcs care about my presence here anymore. Not this far out of the way. Can you pick that up? Potentially new helmet. Unlikely, but potential. Right. We have an extra oil barrel we can use.
We haven't time for this. The bridges
I
have
noticed that
infested
the
with
resistance
goblins,
profiles
and we
between the
can't have
male
them
and female
disturbing us.
orcs are almost the
We'll
exact
bash any
opposites.
goblins that so much as
So
look
air
at
and
us.
water won't do
And
any
allow
good really
each and
against
all
the
of them to our
females, but
presence.
very powerful
Ah,
against
what
the
a fool
males.
you are!
Excuse me, madam.
There's likely a conversation going to be happening here, so I'm going to go with the backup situation here. Maybe... Right, where would I want to retreat to? I think this would be better because there's a single narrow path leading to it. Although that's also easy to escape to, so I don't know if we need anything. Just let's go and cause some trouble.
Attack! Humans are attacking!
Humans. Right, there's not much we can do here now. I'm inclined to withdraw first.
I can defeat them all in a blow.
Start facing them when they start to be just getting somewhere here.
Victory hangs in the balance.
I think I'll use one of the scrolls, oil scrolls. There's usually not that much demand for these, but I want to fully block this. So whoever runs there has to go to the oil.
Make this suck.
It's quite a lot of range power they have. Okay, not too bad. I'm slowed a bit, but mostly things are looking good. Uh, right. The woman requires a different touch from the rest. I need to get rid of the slow effects. I'm going with invisibility. Might not work out well for us, but they won't stay in that position if they
You look, but you cannot see.
want to go a little bit closer. Maybe go with the Winter Blast. Oh, he doesn't. It doesn't give a shit. Yeah, how are we gonna deal with this? Could throw the woman away. I don't think that's a good choice though. She is probably their best fighter and she has a ranged weapon. There's already 2 to 3 guys just lurking at the edges with bows. They have a massive amount of action points now to use. So this doesn't work one way only. That's why I'm hoping also to use the freeze. Hopefully that'll negate whatever they're trying to do. Yeah, it just isn't gonna work unless the woman is in a different location. How well? You sort of need to reach the 50-point range on the circle surrounding a target to be able to target it. So I might be able to push it towards the shaman if I go a little bit forward. But there really is no space there. And I can do it once. Okay, I'll have to do it this way. I'm gonna use teleporter scroll. I think it's 5 points for the spell itself. Yeah, so I have 6. 7. Right. Anyway, gotta get closer a little bit. How much life do you have? Quite a bit. Quite a bit. Yeah, I'm not sure this is gonna cut it. And, well, I'm certainly not gonna use adrenaline though. It would leave me way, way, way too vulnerable, so just gonna have to hope for the best.
No glory in this death.
1 down. Elite Warrior weakened. Orc Fighter weakened. Garkulda Nightbringer, more than half health still there. They're probably going to... Ooh, didn't expect quite that. Okay, he's an idiot. Now what? More of the same, I'd say. Two of them will die. He will be more or less irrelevant for a second. I think I need a decoy of some sort. If it can contribute to a little bit of extra damage, that's wonderful. If not, I don't particularly care. Not important. And a little bit of toxic grenade because the undead doesn't care, but the orcs will. Right. And instant death. It still used up his turn, so it wasn't a total waste. For 4 action points, it's a fair trade. Garkuda. I think we're gonna go with straight up damage. Poison dart.
I know the ways of the serpent, yes.
And I'm not leaving her alive, so fire is probably a good follow-up.
blow of victory!
You remove the poison when he's in a poison field. Congratulations. That's gonna be super useful. Why don't you go there yourself too?
Gaining flight! Rushing descent!
What exactly do I want to achieve here though? There isn't all that much I can do. I think I might be better off just saving the action points for now. We want water and air attacks. Doesn't seem to be all that powerful against a ranger. It is, they just have a decent amount of hit points. Not much I can do. Burn. Yeah, the shaman is definitely a support caster, so I don't have to really worry about him. Once the rangers are dead, the fight is over.
I can thwart your every move!
Yeah, that's sort of how it looks like. I don't want to summon anything until the elite shaman has been built somehow. Otherwise he's just going to... well... he's going to destroy the summoned creature in a single spell. Nothing will be achieved.
Your wounds are my rewards.
Touch failed. Fair enough.
I run, they fall. I like this game.
Just need to reposition myself a little bit. It's much easier to keep this guy under some kind of status effects if I'm right next to him.
My witchcraft.
The ranger can't really do anything. Blind and doesn't have the attack power. The caster that can annoy me still. So
Works every time.
yeah, he's pretty much dead. Doubt I have to do anything to him anymore. Surprised he still had specialty arrows. That's the way. It's all over for you. Right, I don't really have all of many good long range attacks.
My fangs.
Could probably ignite, no? Surely I can do something.
No glory in this death.
Okay, nice little fight. Nothing too interesting going on here though. I still have the second barrel of oil,
As
don't
good as
I?
a new penny.
Ah, of course.
A stitch in time, eh, my friends?
Another
Fortune.
piece of paper for us to use for spell crafting. Metal bracers, potentially an upgrade item. Okay, could you actually just read the goddamn... Right, not too bad. This would be... going where? More goblins? That's the only way we can probably move forward.
I'm warm as fresh apple pie.
Water barrel. This should be then dead end. Place to get honey from, I guess. Yeah, we've been here. Okay. We've made some steady progress. And you do get a surprising amount of experience out of this. It's like 20 kills and we get another level up. There's two paths through the goblin territories. One is fighting path, one is trap path. I think I'll take the fighting path. It's less
I could
annoying,
do with a cold
and the
drink.
experience and loot is always welcome. There should be a small group of guards mostly,
guard
then maybe
seems
one big
distracted.
fight.
I suppose
in
I
their
can
camp,
sneak past
and
him unnoticed.
that's about
I'm
it.
careful.
Goblins should be fairly sturdy. I don't recall their damage profile. They're resistant to everything except physical damage. Fire... no, there's no air resistance, so air works. Fire is probably the best secondary because if I can get them to burn, it's their fire resistance will basically disappear. Poison herbs, no. Water is... Right. Still, air works. It's rather that the air spells themselves aren't that high powered. There aren't that many good damage spells. I'm gonna try to make healing damage him, but I doubt this probably won't work. It. I'm taking a bit of a gamble there, without removing his willpower first, but at the same time I'd like to use my action points for actually dealing damage. So it's a bit of a risk that might pay off, and it only costs 2 action points to try, so he will move it. Because he has good saving throws. Yeah, it doesn't work quite that like that. Now give me rage. I need the extra damage.
Punch of the pyromancer.
I'm hoping for status effects, not really damage. There's about 50-50 chance. So, not bad, but not exactly excellent either. still, for two guys just bashing the guy, it still takes multiple turns to get anything done. This is more of a thing to consider when we fight against a larger group of them. Yeah, without us using scrolls, there's no way we can quickly just take out someone. We don't have the damage capability of doing that. It has to be always something else. We could change our weapon, we would lose some action points. But at the same time, our current weapon is so terrible. I can't. Physical combat really is not really an option. But with a better weapon, the damage is significantly improved. This is 40 to 54. This is 80 to 119. Yeah. We would lose, actually we would lose 1 point of speed, which is start action points would probably go down by 1. Initiative would go down, movement would go down, strength would go up, dexterity would stay the same or go up. So initiative would really be the only thing that suffers, and we have a good initiative anyway. I think it's worth an upgrade. We certainly have the items necessary to do it, and we have excess of such items in fact. So it's not a big sacrifice for us in any way. It could be that we won't hold on to this for all that long either, but it hardly matters. +3 strength, +1 dexterity. So we're still getting +1 strength, +1 dexterity to these weapons. Which isn't the worst thing possible. We have enough buffer in our strength, so even if we get cursed, we won't lose any equipment. Dexterity stayed the same, but physical combat is now an option again. Actually, we don't want to rely on it too much, but well, there's almost always, if we want to rely on the stun effects and things like that, there's always good opportunities to do some extra damage. We'll leave the mushrooms there for now. He has wonderful resistance. I mean, luck with resisting my knockdown attempts. Low 50% both times and he resists. To know, focus on a single target. Nothing works. This is the luckiest son of a bitch I've ever made. Every status effect has had more than a reasonable chance of winning. Just isn't working. Still no. Game just says no. You lucky son of a bitch.
Burning touch!
Really isn't all that much, we can still try.
Missed!
We threw everything at him and it didn't make a goddamn look of difference.
Your very life heals me!
Yeah, if we have any kind of similar luck with the other guy, I think it's better that I heal first. We do need some kind of a help here. There aren't any good disabling abilities left though. About 50-50 chance of let them trip on their own. If that works. Definitely rage. And probably get 2 hits in. Old mentor. I do have to say the loot isn't exactly impressive. I'm not so sure if I'm gonna get any notable loot out of killing of these goblins. However, the experience is still there. A little less than from the orcs, but that hardly matters. And I can actually do damage again. It's more or less similar to a proper spell of advanced level, pretty much, adept level. But the long range attack spells, typical attack spells, they do about 100 points of damage. So now just the physical attacks too, at least against the goblins. And the physical attacks are cheaper too. Action point wise at least. At least 4 opponents, 5, at least 5. 6, maybe. No, 5. We really need to block this. We're gonna get a lot of company otherwise. I didn't want that.
Don't have a leg to stand on.
Ah shit, there isn't all that much I can do. We need to prevent all of them from just marching in here. I can probably use an ice wall scroll or something along those lines. The fighters are probably fairly sturdy and armored goblin sentinels, fairly sturdy, so there's no way I can quickly take care of so many goblins. It's just not happening. Yeah, and it's already here. Didn't seem to care at all about fire. Fire immunity, where is that coming from? Or do they just happen to be, or is there a fire immunity aura somewhere? Fire immunity aura from the Mystic. 1300 hit points. 1300 hit points. 1300 hit points. Yeah. So it's basically standard issue ability now. Air is the only obvious weakness these guys have. And physical combat after that. Yeah, I don't particularly care what happens here. We might get our own guy at the same time here. Don't particularly care. We did damage, but he's still functioning. The Mystic is probably trapped, the Sentinel is definitely frozen. It's really the Ranger we have to worry about. Not sure how much we really have to worry about it, you know. My luck with the disabling of this has been horrible. It's 50-50 chance and it just fails, fails, fails. Fails, and then fails some more. Probably should create a little bit of ice, extra ice. Yeah, the Mystic can operate, but I think he can more or less do things only to himself because he's blocked from moving and he can't see. So he'll not be able to do anything for a while. Actually, that won't last. And I can barely kill a single goddamn guy because I don't have time to boost my damage. I want the air, ice area created here, nothing else. Yeah, not much I can do.
Vile kiss of the serpent!
Wall should fail. Do something. End the turn if you can. There we go.
From the tingling in my fingers to the twitching
And
of your
fail,
pulse.
fail, 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 fail with every goddamn status effect.
Not all dragons breathe fire.
Got those guys at least. The Sentinel will likely slip, and not sure what the Mystic will do. Suppose we could go with armor-piercing grenades. Ooh, yeah, you are still alive. Forget about you.
Vicious little needles.
Right, I need a heal. Could use some kind of a summoned creature too. Go after the Mystic back.
They answer.
We want to kill the Ranger if we can. Sure, we have good ways to do it at the moment, but gotta try something. We could go with a scroll, but there aren't that many good scrolls we can use. It would have to be air or fire, air or water. Anything that pops into mind. We do have better, tougher fights still ahead of us, so there's some limit to what we can do. And didn't do shit. What the hell is he doing? A poison slug? How the hell can you do master level crap like that? Well, we're gonna switch positions here, I guess. We more or less want to get rid of the Mystic now. Yeah, I know we're sort of jumping from stuff to stuff, but can't be helped. Ooh, he got frozen. Excellent. Beat the shit out of him. Can't reach? What the fuck you mean you can't reach? You're standing...
I need that.
Yeah, I'll leave it at that for now. Clearly things are happening. Maybe it needs to be a little bit to the side. I don't know, it just seems unnecessary to me. Either way, Mystic is probably dead. That'll allow fire usage. And probably be good against the slug especially. This was not a good fight for us. Not a good fight. Do you have him now? No, maybe there.
Seven, have mercy on your soul.
Yeah, that was painful. Guess we're more or less going to just stand here and wait. What the hell are we gonna do? Yeah, fire. Ooh, 2,200. I'm not killing you. I'm just waiting for it to disappear. I'm not gonna get any experience out of killing it anyway. Like, I just need to keep them here bottlenecked.
Has my blood been replaced by water?
Minus 50% damage.
Not this time.
Damage from the Sentinel is surprisingly weak. I was expecting more from them. Earth damage. Any way to cure weakness? Probably a scroll, but it lasts for such a long time. I might get a saving. Well, we can do this a little bit. We can use this as an opportunity to restore our own health. And I don't need damage to be able to stun that fucker there. He'll basically block all of them. So, it's all good. Except his miraculous saving throws are equally miraculous as all his friends. Just thinking what we could do, what we should do rather. I think we should save our action points for the most part. Yeah, this is sort of a nothing's gonna happen here until
silence awaits you.
where did I get the text? Ooh. Did he kill one of his own? No, the ranger himself died. Okay. I saved against weakness, so it's no longer a problem. I need extra damage though. Sacrifice our own armor for it. And from this point on, it's gonna be pretty much fire. Is there pretty impossible to get things done with this positioning. Someone's got to be there blocking things. Good throw. They don't. Sentinels don't. I was about to say Sentinels don't seem to care about that, but they do care. I think they just have. Oh, what the fuck? Yeah, they've been doing almost nothing for quite a long time now. They have a huge amount of action points in store. And I have reduced hit armor class. Yeah, still this sort of sucks. Knockdown probably isn't gonna do much for them. These guys are incredibly beefy. Because I could always rain meteor strikes. Seems like a little bit excessive, but at the same time, these guys are incredibly annoying. This summon is gonna die pretty much immediately. I don't care. I need them to exercise themselves so they don't have so many action points. And it died immediately. No, there was no indication that it took damage. It just disappeared. So now they're hoarding their action points again. Maybe you can't summon them. I don't understand why it wouldn't work in this situation though. That's, I suppose, the major problem I have with this. Yeah, it might not be in a good position, but why would it automatically die? How do you feel about her? Are you highly resistant against it? Right. Why the fuck won't you ever get stunned? What is wrong with you? Wouldn't it be quite this annoying if it would actually work here and there, but it just doesn't. And the chances of them succeeding aren't all that amazing. Okay, can I summon something now? Yeah.
They answer.
No, it just doesn't work. The problem is, it shows that it works, that you can summon it there, but and it doesn't. There's no indication anywhere that it even takes damage. So the question becomes, why doesn't it work? I don't mind that it doesn't. I mind that I have no idea why it dies immediately, and it seems to indicate that yeah, you can summon something there. So it seems like a trap where I don't know why it's trouble for me. I will pull back a little bit.
On the men.
Yeah. I'm gonna fireball their asses. It makes very little sense though. I can easily throw a fire stone grenade. If it goes, yeah, that's just fucking amazing.
Wait for it.
Now you're just shitting with me. The armored goblin sentinel that can move through will probably die. The swashbuckler will die if it rushes at us. So there's one armored goblin sentinel that still causing trouble after that, but he will have a lot of action points, so some kind of decoy. Nice. Didn't die.
Not this time.
Yeah, still gonna need that decoy though. Can't get around that. They have way too many action points for me to ignore that. Yeah, if he would have just tried to get to me, I could have even died. Right, I think we're more or less safe now. They spend all of their attack power. Successfully, I might add, but still. We're safe.
Toasty.
Yeah, this was a much more problematic fight than I bargained for.
This is the end for you.
And still not over by any means. I put a bit of distance between us. There we go. Stun effect worked. Fight is over. Oh. He died from the haze. I don't get it. This it is, but that was a horrible fight. They're just so sturdy.
On the men.
Novice and adept level crap is for crowd control more or less. Just to put status effects on people. The rest is you need master level stuff or powerful physical attacks to kill things. So I don't think we
I could do
should
with a
ignore the
cold
physical
drink.
combat aspect. I think we might be able to ignore it in a lot of fights, but it's in certain situations it's just one of our most cost-effective ways of doing damage.
I feel better already.
And no notable movement. A water arrow. These guys seem to be having a huge amount of usables. What am I gonna do with the main camp? We have to use something fairly major there. Depending on what type of resistances they have. The fact that these have had fire immunity makes things difficult for us. Standard large area of effect damage is usually fire for us. We can't do it with lightning, we can't do it with water, we can do it with earth and poison. Probably should try to kill this guy without alerting the rest of the camp.
I cast from the depths of my will.
Good effort. It's the last guardian. After this, it's their home base.
Air suppression.
50-50 chance of failing and it never fails. Charm. Well, screw me. And no, they will not fail.
Shocking power.
There we go. Thank you. Skeleton isn't that dangerous. I don't know if we can fully ignore it, but I don't think we have to worry about it.
Shock to the core. I can thwart your every move.
Might have enough spells to you take down a single goblin in a fairly straightforward manner. There's no way in hell we can deal with the camp. It has to be something fairly big. Either area of effect big or on sort of a, for God's sake, the arc attack. Something along those lines, otherwise it just won't cut it.
demise!
I'm having second thought about my investment in man-at-arms. They have very good physical attack abilities there on the master level. Even a single one of them would make a big difference. I was sort of thinking that I'm gonna ignore it fully. I mean, if you're gonna go with crafting, it doesn't really belong there. And it would be a single ability. You can't use that as in scroll form.
Power stance!
I think I'll go with the crafting approach from start to finish. Either it sees us through it or it doesn't. There are more mystics here. Fire would seem like the best approach. Poison we could do large area, but the problem is there's nothing really reduces the resistances to it. But with fire, the warm, the burning, it reduces the resistance as it goes. So it keeps doing more and more damage as you use more and more fire. These are weaker versions of normal goblin stoves, so I think we'll be fine. The thing is, where am I? Right, I'm going to go invisible and investigate. I need to see if they have any surprises there for us.
Tread silently, strike viciously.
Immunities, that sort of crap. Yeah, there's
Almost
suddenly an iron
cute to
ward.
an
Physical
MC.
immunity.
Perhaps if I'm quiet, they'll stay that way.
Takes the mystic. I think there's a... yeah... well, fuck you. 283, that's not a minor amount of damage. Problem is, I think there's a troll coming from the other way too, so this could expand in terrible ways.
May your blood run black with corruption.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what comes from this. The physical war is easy to destroy from this angle though. The guy at the left... oh, fuck. The guy at the left is not taking part in the fight yet. More or less seem to be gathering in a single spot here though. There might be a little bit of variation here and there, but it's not a bad grouping. This is no good though. We work hard with our pants down, basically. That just isn't good. On the other hand, I'm not sure if that's a terrible position to fight in. Here, there's a way to go around the walls, so it's hard to block in a single place. Here, I don't think that's the case. They'll all come through there. Doesn't mean we'll have to kill them there. And that failed. Wonderful. Good luck sneaking past those, though. You'd have to be very good at sneaking. And rob this place, I guess. I'm feeling much better about this. Much better. It doesn't look that impressive now that I look at it. It's really the iron ward. If we can more or less block them there and fill this with fire, maybe even retreat here, that'll do it. My biggest concern is this goddamn patrolling son of a bitch. So I think our approach should be this: we go here, kill the guard patrolling, then figure out what to do with this. That way we can be sure that nothing, even if we withdraw a little bit, there's not going to be some kind of surprise force waiting for us there. It has to work.
Hidden between darkness and light.
And it failed. Echo's dead. I'm sort of the opinion that when you use some of these abilities outside of fighting, they probably should just work. I mean, why not? It's not like I'm going to go in there if the invisibility fails. I'm just going to have to either load or waste time waiting. One or the other.
If I'm quiet,
But the
stay that way.
situation where I'm not just gonna run in there, not be invisible, that isn't gonna happen. As far away from here as we can. Right. I think the entire 3-man group would have probably joined the fight if things would have come to that. Stun failed, stun failed. Do you get a successful stun? No.
I need to speed things up.
And he's running away. Further away. And there's another. They're standing beside oil barrel. For fuck's sake, don't... I like free camera action, please. I don't want to watch this goddamn fighting. Nothing for me to game from that. They can't do shit and they're doing their standard attack, so I don't need to watch that.
To make an appearance now and then. To scare them anew, you know.
These would be easily destroyed. We don't want... yeah. The problem is now the Mystic has back, so the Goblin Ranger might get ideas. So this is turning worse and worse and worse. 95% chance of hitting and miss. Yeah, not our day, is it? I'm not sure if I want to fight the big fight. I seem to have a lot of things going badly. A lot of things are gonna change. Well, I stunned the guy, but it's not like I can do damage to it. I'm just gonna lose my own summoning feature. I suppose the ice wall is our pretty much only area of effect attack we recently tried to use. Not one of them got frozen. Only one. Can't see target. Can't see target. Can't see target. Fair enough. I hate this AI behavior. The less they can do, the longer they'll take completing their turn. Right. They aren't technically frozen, so even though they can't move, hitting and doing damage to them is still very difficult. Not enough room to summon anything. So what exactly can we do? If I just keep hitting them, I won't be able to do shit. And the status effects don't really work. I'd like to attack the Mystic, but I can't. I just can't reach it, can't see it. It might be if I go right at the edge, but who knows. It does provide a little bit of protection for me too. He's on his ass, he can't see, so no one can do really anything.
Do you know any sea shanties?
He had 46% chance of resist markdown, and he resisted it 5 times in a row. That's the sort of crap you have to deal with. Diseased! Excellent. That'll help me quite a bit.
I like this game.
Yeah, this is another one of those with miracle saving throws. Can't get knocked down, can't get stunned, can't do anything. Yeah, I'm ending after this fight. These are taking way too long. Nothing goes my way. They're tough sons of bitches without a doubt, but if I want to kill these quickly without the use of scrolls, I'd have to get something to go my way, a status effect to work, something, anything, and it just isn't there. So it's a nightmare to fight these things now. Please don't run there. An entire army of goblins waiting. Oh, thank God, he has no self-preservation. I can do. Oh fuck, don't keep running there. He's so close to triggering extra health.
I've been tainted!
Yeah, no shit. And a misclick. Not too dangerous this time. Please die.
On the men!
No. Surely I can do some points of damage. I can try to freeze his ass, but sure if that would be a good idea. Maybe try to do a normal attack without the negatives. Yeah, it is. What a shock. 82% chance of hitting, and it's not. I'm definitely souring on the bad coin luck. And it doesn't apply to everyone. That spider there had terrible luck. It's the goddamn mystic. Nothing goes wrong with the mystic.
This is the end.
There
For
he
you!
died. That was a painful struggle.
Rain of rock!
Yeah, without the damage bonus from the stance and spell abilities, the spells are just worthless. They do so little damage. You would have to rely almost exclusively on the status effects to get anything done. I suppose I haven't really thought about it, how competitive is spell damage compared to physical damage, and it's not at all, as far as I can see.
Valiant down!
Stunned and burning to death. Excellent. Goblin Warrior just doesn't have any luck. Too bad I wasn't trying to kill the Goblin Warrior for the longest time, so it didn't do us all that much good. Terrible damage. Goblin Warrior endures. Not a threat to us, but he endures. They should kill it.
Let's put the squeeze on.
No. I thoroughly overestimate how useful my own spells are,
Quick-tempered
and failed to apply haste. Ugh. Yeah. One of them has to die, otherwise I'm gonna have to use a potion, which I don't want to do.
On the men!
But there's much reason why not actually. Just don't want to do it for some reason. Please apply a status effect on that son of a bitch. Nope. Game says no. Well, it's not gonna have the attack part for me, so that's awesome.
I am restored!
I might as well wait. I don't have the spells ready. My equipment is failing. Yeah, he has no real chance. Yeah, physical damage is definitely much better here against these.
Your grave opens to welcome you!
That was horrible. God awful horrible. 3 measly goblins and it was a lengthy fight, like some kind of a boss fight. And we have the biggest group still left. Biggest by far. Equipment doesn't handle well these long fights either. And we might be able to do the fight a little bit up ahead. It's they're surrounded by oil barrels. So I'm not sure how well they can take it. I mean, multiple oil barrels is good. That would have to be us starting it with some kind of damage bonus. Go straight with fire. Fireballs, something along those lines. No, no trickery, nothing too clever. Just straightforward, try to murder them straight up. No, there's a patrolling goblin there. They're in their terrible shape. Excellent. There's a sea of fire they have to cross if they want to catch. And I think I'll prepare for the next phase. If anyone comes through that are alive, I'm gonna go full damage. Doesn't care what it takes. We're not giving them opportunities to heal up and wait this time. A couple of grunts mostly. A ranger, a mystic probably. And I'm unlikely to be able to kill that one. It's one grunt down. 1 out of 5. Failed to apply haste. They have 3 guys. 2 we can see, 1 is in there. I'm tempted to use adrenaline, but it's not a good idea when they're in this good of a condition. And this many. Right, if I don't heal, I will definitely die on the next turn. Right, a little bit of burning isn't gonna hurt us. The melee guys are gonna have to run through fire to get to them.
What an idea!
Am I burning? Yes, and I lost all the damage buffs. So there's a very limited amount of things I can do too. And without the damage buffs, just Jesus Christ. Nothing is happening. I'm afraid that this summon will fail. Just like the others. Yeah. Still don't get why. Running the fire because it benefits me more than I do. And the archer is not going to be able to shoot at me either. Ranger is dead.
On the men!
The warrior is really the only real problem I have. I can't see shit, so kill the grunts. Don't have the attack party kill anyone. I'd like to force them to run more and fire. Yeah, I might be burning a little bit, but they'll burn a lot. Grunt is gone. Right, it'll burn and be stunned. What about you? Goblin Warrior, burning. I can't see it. If I can't see it, just have to wait until it's closer. And you are dead. No? Well, yes you are.
Face the unending darkness.
And definitely leaving things here.
Into the
We'll have to... We have destroyed most of the defenses of the mine, but we still have the big camp left. And while things might go well for us there, they haven't gone well for us so far really on anywhere, so I can't say that. There's no way we can do it without scrolls. We want them to bottleneck themselves in the bridge, preferably in oil, so we can get like 3 or 4 at least in the same spell effect area. If we can get that many removed from the attack pool, I think we're basically golden at that point. If it gets to some kind of a... Let's do a little bit of damage there, let's summon something as a distraction, blah blah blah, it won't work. It's gonna be a dragged out fight that could last a better part of an hour. Because it goes back and forth, people heal and all that. So what we need to do is get rid of the physical immunity that Mystic has fairly quickly, so we can play him out of the fight. Alternatively, we have to absolutely overcome all their defenses and heals. Like the Mystic is just totally irrelevant at that point. I don't want to underestimate them. They usually have some kind of a trick up their sleeve that they can throw my way. I don't think that fight is going to be an exception. But it has to be something big. Real big. Nothing half-assed. A couple of master level abilities would probably do it, then would I follow up on something a little bit smaller. The question is, how do we want to start the fight, but I think question for another time. Make sure our equipment is properly repaired for this. Just repaired it and it's already suffered some damage. Considering us, the Iron Ward is not that important. It's more important when we need to wrap things up. It's not important when we need to start shit up. I don't think that's a big deal. Bottlenecking them there and just burning the shit out of them. That's the plan. A single armor goblin sentinel isn't gonna make much of a difference there. The rocks block his vision anyway, so I think we can fight without the sentinel getting involved. At least when he gets involved, the battle will be decided already.